Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Be good if I added myself to the stage, the screen. Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here midday money on a Friday, the 14th of March. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody is all right this morning, this afternoon, whatever time it is. Hello. Like, share, subscribe, notification bell on. Sean Higgs YouTube, picks and parlays, winners and whiners. I say all three because they're all different. And the Sean Higgs is the Sean Higgs. I do live Thursday morning, 6 a.m. I'll be here. I'll probably be having some eggs as I do the live there with the Dodgers and the Cubbies. We're taking the Cubbies. If the Cubs win game one, we won't come back when I'm on game two. We'll just start the year up nice. If they lose, we'll definitely come back in game two. Anyway, let's get to it. Again, YouTube channels, tune in. Why wouldn't you? Cost you nothing to tune in. Hit the like button. Midday Money Show is available, not on YouTube repeats. I mean, it is. You can do that as well. But iHeartRadio from the Believe Network. There you go. iHeart, wherever you get your podcasts, Midday Money and Look Headlines that we do every night is on. We did it last night again. That's why the show, last night was an hour show because I was riding out the Louisiana Tech game here. Went to overtime. We cashed a nice win there. Never in doubt. Plus 2.5, losing by 2. Easy. They should all be that easy. But we'll keep them going forward. We'll do it tonight for tomorrow's games. We'll do it. Although we only have a handful of games on Sunday, but whatever. And then the Sunday show will be for basically tournament. I'm not going to do a live tournament as the lines come up because I'll be doing it as the brackets come up. I'll be getting down on games and stuff like that. But after the fact, there will be a look at lines. Probably nothing on Monday because we just had the playing games the next day. We'll probably whip back to look headlines on Wednesday night for the Thursday game, then Friday, and then so on through the weekend. So there is that. Then we got baseball next. Full slate starts up as well the week after on Thursday. So, man, anyway, good times. Let me put the picks here in the chat for you to enjoy. We're going to get them up on the screen. Twitter world, they are twittering 11 people away from 4,700. So find a friend or make some extra accounts and give me a follow. All right, let's get to it. Yesterday, a 3 and 5 day here with the picks in the video, 244 and 220. Let's get to it. And I didn't do any of these early games here. We've got Wichita State plus 9.5. Auburn minus 12.5, Tennessee minus 10, Iona plus 4.5, North Carolina plus 7, Mount St. Mary's plus 9, Clemson. This is a money line play. We're not laying 120 points. Texas Tech money line play. We're not laying 135 points. Okay. They're scrolling as well. No NBA or hockey because it's college basketball season right now, and in a week it's going to be baseball season. Maybe we'll find something. Who knows? But for now, this is what we got going on. Again, 244 and 220 here with the free picks in the video. Premium plays, I say 4 and 2, 374 and 285. So if I'll take a 4 and 2 day. It's been I've had a rough tournament for the last 2. It's 2 weeks, right? It's March 1st. A few games under 500. I always tell you, win or lose, always the truth. I know you're used to seeing guys win every single game. Long term, I'm doing all right for college basketball. Dime player up almost 60 dimes. It's not too shabby. But it's been a rough little spell here. Lane's in the house. Michael B's in the house. Follow picks and parlays. I got Earl Sports before me. Detroit Lenny live after me. Plenty of free picks there. And on the Winners and Whiners channel. As I said, Sean Higgs. It's my personal YouTube. I stream there because sometimes they don't remember. I was streaming on P&P for years. I said, no more live streams. So Sean Higgs is back in action, and I do a little live stuff there. You don't want to miss that, especially baseball fans, because we do live baseball during the day for day games, and we crack into baseball cards, whether they're 2024, 2020, 1987. We have some fun. Michael B, 4 and 2 night, BYU. Moneyline gets it done. Boise, Colorado State, live bet Purducken. Money line, good play there. I thought about it. It was like 5.5. I'm like, oh man, maybe I jump in Purdue here to come back. Thank goodness I didn't. Mississippi State and Indiana go down. I in Indiana. VCU on the money line today. Laying 10 on the money line, huh? Well, it's a parlay. Here we go. All right, VCU laying a 10, Memphis laying a 10, Alabama laying a 10 as well, I believe, too, right? If last night, again, if you're tuning in now, you can catch the look at lines. I do the entire Marcos minute. Although Marcos hasn't come in since football season. Hopefully he's all right. I haven't even seen him in other chats. Sometimes I see people who don't come in. I'll see him in other chats, and I'll guilt them into stopping in for a time being. And Bam is at 7.5. It's not terrible. At least it's plus money. I'm going to line these guys, Gary. Not what I do, but, they're all favored for a reason. But it is March. So, dogs, there are upsets. Look at me, they like Oregon in the first half versus Michigan State. BYU and the money line versus Houston. All right. I was just watching a show with a couple other guys at another channel who I like. I go over there, I'll buy some membership, support the channel. And he's like, my brother doesn't follow college basketball. Calls it's like, hey, man, this BYU team's really good. Like, it's like, oh, boy. Put the house on Houston. When you get no people who don't watch the games come in and tell you how great a team is. Clemson money line, yes, I got the Clemson ACC future there. Colorado State, I like. I mean, I've had them the last couple of years to win this freaking Mountain West. Of course, this is the year they probably do it, right? North Carolina in the points, yes. Kentucky against Florida. It's down to 7.5 here. It was 9.5. So it's come down. All right. So if I could bet every game today. I have I loaded up 4 last night and I put 3 more on this morning. See how we do. A couple of them here in the chat I used. New Mexico, Boise. Man, I want to take Boise. I didn't pull the trigger on any of the Mountain West stuff though. They're just so close, and it's who's showing up on the road here on the neutral. Timothy's in the house. Lane says, I'm tailing the plays. Also have Colorado State money line, Alabama State in my pocket. So last night here, I said to take Grambling plus 3.5 because they had played on Tuesday. They upset the number 1 seed on Wednesday. Alabama State played yesterday. So the 8th seed here is with a little rest and a couple wins in their pocket could be a little dangerous. Not that they're dangerous, but I like with the little rest and the way they've been playing. Why not? Iona in the points, yes. Boise money line for the Hawk. Again, I sort of like Boise. I sort of like Colorado State. I mean, they're a couple pick-em games, basically, right? I mean, we're talking ones. I didn't do anything. I didn't grab them. I mean, there's a bunch I could have. As I said last night, I was on Sports Grid last night, and I was telling Gabe and Cam, he's like, oh, you're a little gun shy. I'm like, you take some tough losses, and you're like, well, all right, back to the drawing board. I don't want to just keep pumping out games and losing. I don't like losing money. And again, I like Boise. I mean, there's a bunch of games. I mean, we'll run them down here. The VCU Bonnie game, I sort of like VCU. Didn't do nothing. St. Louis in the under, I mentioned last night. Mason and Washington, I said I'd probably lean towards the dog. I like Michigan State. I like UCLA. As much as I like Maryland, I sort of want to take Illinois here. I like Purdue. Liberty. I mean, there's just we can go on and on and on. I'm just I'll stick with what I got and see how we do. Kentucky's playing Bama. Yep, 7.5. Probably, I want to say taking over there because Bama plays no defense, but I'm not high on Kentucky. I'm going to say Alabama. I like Bama. I like Florida, and that line's come down to 7. It was 9.5. 9.5. I probably would have said, okay, you can give me almost all those points. I'd lean Mizzou. I mean, the Tennessee line's gone up to over 10 now. 9 last night, 9.5. Auburn's up to 12.5. UAB, East Carolina, you take ECU. Maryland on the money line for Rory. I like Maryland, but this line, this is what I'm kind of like, I don't know. I want to take Illinois. And I said a week ago, like, I think Maryland could win the tournament. But then you start playing games, you get some lines, and it changes the way you think. That's why people are like, who do you like as your sleeper in the NCAAs? I don't know what my sleeper is. I don't even know who they're going to be playing. I mean, we've seen brackets come out, and they make some easier than others. I like Clemson. I think Maryland could get hot. I want to say Purdue, even as some like an outlier to surprise some teams. UCLA line is now 2.5. If it gets to 3, I will take UCLA. So I thought this was it's up to 2 now. So a lot of 1.5s last night, so it ticked up there. I see 2, so 2.5 is a nice one. I'll just give up the 90 points there. Yeah. I mean, are we talking the Bama game or your Maryland game? Billy and Loshai. I like the Billikens again. I had the Billikens yesterday. I kind of like them again today. Again, like I said, the Illinois-Maryland game, I liked Maryland to start like a week ago. I was like, I could see them winning. I get a line of 1 here. It changes my thinking. Like B says, I want to bet Purdue. Line has not budged. Who's betting Michigan after the last 2 games? Yeah. And especially as Purdue had to come like all the way back yesterday, man. They didn't play good at all yesterday. They're still favored. JK's in the house. Welcome. So here you go. We got Wichita, Auburn, Tennessee, Iona, North Carolina, Mount St. Mary's, Clemson, and Texas Tech. We'll see how we do. The free picks, as much as and again, you mix some site premium picks in here. It's been a little bit of an up and down week, as well as with the free picks. 7-1 one day, 3-5 the next day. 24 games over 500, but we're down a little bit here in the video. I have to do a little better. We could definitely still get up by the end of the season. That is the goal. I do keep track of the records of the free picks. So they're always out there. They are different than the site picks, although you have site picks in here. Here's Tennessee at 10. North Carolina, although when I put these out on the site, they were different lines, 9.5 and 7.5 and stuff like that. But you get a couple of them here. See how we do. And there you go. You should all know this. These shows should be shorter since we do double shows a day with the lines or with the teams and stuff like that. We'll come back tonight for Midday Money. I'll be going doing another live in a half hour or so for in-gaming if you're interested in that. But that's a wrap. I was going to say Midnight Money. Look at lines tonight. Again, about 11-ish Eastern. I try to come in when the games there's only a couple games left. So I know we do have a late game in the Mountain West. I'm not staying up all night for that. That's not happening. All right. Have a good Friday. I will see you later on today. Hit the like. Bye-bye.